Galnet News Update, 29th of September 3308. The Federation is trying to arrest members of the True Chapters sect of the Far God cult in Popontia, and for the first time, the Far God cult is fighting back. The workers of Popontia Free have been preparing a new megaship for the True Chapters sect, to give more Far God members the ability to exercise their freedom of religious expression in places outside the Federation where such freedoms do not currently exist. The Federal Navy has this morning moved into Popontia to support local governor Nadia Machado, who's declared that all Thargoid worshippers, as she calls them, are enemies of the state and are to be arrested under suspicion of spying for the Thargoids and helping the Thargoids defeat humanity. She called on the True Chapters group to surrender. However, the first apostle of the True Chapters, who remains on board the Testament megaship, made it clear that the Order of the Far God intends to resist the federal demand. The True Chapters believe that the Far God will transform believers into Thargoid angels when it wipes out the rest of humanity, which provides them with more motivation to fight than the "we're all going to die" fatalism of the traditional Far God belief system. The new megaship, the Dedicant, will become the new home of the True Chapters and will give them somewhere to wait for the Far God to manifest. And they're prepared to die to get their hands on the Dedicant if they have to. Meanwhile, the Federation plans to confiscate the megaship if it can defeat the True Chapters. Combat pilots have been invited to assist by both sides of the conflict. Both sides are running their campaigns at Ryman Market, which, like all starports, is a no-fire zone.
Senator Denton Petraeus has thanked Princess Aisling Duval for her charity work in aid of the families of Imperial servicemen and women killed in HIP 22460, but has also made it quite clear that the Imperial Navy looks after its own and is not in need of charity. Princess Aisling is organising a fish and wine supper to raise money for service families through her Citizens Relief Fund. She plans to auction off rare umbrellas, robotic pets and wine at the Backslapping Society Welfest to make those present believe they are a useful part of society and giving something back. Senator Petraeus said he appreciated the princess's public spiritedness and admired her willingness to sacrifice so very, very much in aid of Imperial citizens. Those who took part in the delivery process or who worked as bounty hunters can now collect their rewards, although any paint jobs they may have earned may take a day or two longer to be made ready for use.